Now I got a question for you. Do you hate rock chips, paint swirls, bird shit, door dings, scratched gloss black elements? Well, me too. So today, we're gonna be PPFing the RS5. Alright, so today we find ourselves in Zu Gluhen, and these guys do PPF. PPF is paint protection film, and it is what you need to protect your car from the elements, and as I mentioned in the intro, rock chips and all of that stuff. It's basically a plastic film that goes over the car and protects the paint from pretty much anything. Now, of course, it's not extremely durable to save your car from an accident, but it will help you with all the minor inconveniences that you have owning your car. I mean, the last thing you want to do is get it scratched up. So Zu Gluhen is a brand that has been thrown around a lot to me in Bahrain, and apparently they're really good at what they do. Today we're gonna go and find out exactly how good. So we're doing a full car treatment, meaning that it gets PPF from the outside as well as the interior, and the parts they can't do because they're too small or too complex, like the grille, will get nano coated in their nano ceramic treatment. On top of that, the leather is going to be cured on the inside with the best products out there, and the owner has told me that he's tested all of these products on his car, and at any given time has around 2 to 3 different PPFs on his car, as well as a panel that isn't protected, to show you the difference. And it's exposed to the elements all the time, and he tries his best to get it in the worst situations possible to make sure that his products are the best on the market. So here is Mohammed's personal car, and he's put a multiple amount of PPFs on it just to see and test which one is the best, especially for this region, as what could be great in Europe might not be so great over here in the Middle East because of all the sand, because of all the elements, the salt and whatnot. On this door, he has the PPF that they use, and as you can see, there pretty much no swirls on it. And this has been on the car for, as he says, over 2 years. And over here, you can already start seeing on this other PPF swirls over there. I hope you can. I can see it with my eye, and I'm hoping that you can see it. And to give you an example of what happens to black cars when there is no PPF, on this side, he doesn't have anything at all. And it's been like this for a couple of months now, and it's just swirled up as hell. So you can see that how PPF can help you from swirl marks and save you from other things, like over here, because he had a minor accident and he had the PPF on, he took it off and no paint chipped off.
Hi, my name is Christine. So today we're going to do the PPF treatment for Mr. Osama's car. The film that we're using is like the brand that we have tested for so many years, just to find out that this specific brand doesn't fade or doesn't turn to yellowish. And also one of the features of our PPF is like everything is pre-cut, so we don't need to use any blades. Our film is self-healing. It will heal 80 to 90% of the slight scratches. Expose it a little bit on the heat, and then it will do the healing for itself. It will remain crystal clear for at least 10 years for your car. It's not high maintenance at all. We do have different types of film, the glossy film and the matte film. For the case of Mr. Osama's car, the Audi, we'll use for the body the glossy film, and for this area, the mirror, this is matte. We're going to be using a matte film for this one.
So personally, I always kind of stayed away from PPF because I thought nano ceramic has a much better shine. But as you can see, this car is just finishing its treatment and is shining so bright. You can even see the color kind of, well, actually, the camera's probably going to fix that, but the color is bouncing off the walls and changing the color of this room. It's incredible. Now, if you look around here, this car isn't as bright. I'll go to the front so we get the same similar kind of like lighting, and you can see that it isn't as glossy as that car. So an added benefit to all of this is that your car even looks better. And as you can see, the lighting is exactly the same. So Christine has already done the pre-check, and I am happy to announce that there are no rock chips or any sort of blemishes on the paint, which I'm really happy. As I said in the previous video, you can buy a car one day and have rock chips on the same day. My Hellcat had that as well. It had like cement on the bonnet somehow, I don't know. But thankfully, this car is good. So step one, the car needs to be washed to make sure that there's nothing underneath the film, because once it's on, it'll be very difficult to clean it from underneath, obviously. So it's impeccable that the whole car is perfect before they apply the PPF. So Christine has prepared all of the parts necessary to print out and then apply to the car. As she mentioned before, there's no cutting involved. The body doesn't come off. Everything remains as factory, just like it is. So I'm really happy with that. Sometimes when you go wrap a car, they'll take off the lights, try to hide the wraps there. They don't do any of that. So you can be sure that, they're not gonna mess with your car. It's gonna stay factory. So here is the machine that they're gonna use to cut out the PPF in the basic sizes for your car, and they're meant to match perfectly, even down to the details when it comes to the emblems themselves. It's actually a pretty cool process. We're gonna have a look at that. They're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna apply it to the car. Okay, so this is like 1 week later. We did have a holiday in the meantime, so they weren't working, but we finally got the whole car PPF'd. Well, Zugluen got the whole car PPF, not me. And now it's going through the last stage with they're keeping it outside over there. And this is like the curing stage where everything works its magic. I'm sure there's more scientific information about why it needs to be heated up, but this is a part of their process. Now, as you can see, it's very bright outside, so I had to mess with the settings a little bit, so it might look a little bit different, but there's a lot more gloss to the car. That could also be because it's quite clean, actually. And yeah, it's done. No yellowing, the car looks the same, just for like a lot of gloss. I think you can see it there, around that area. At least from my perspective. Obviously, this is, their sign fell off. And obviously it's hard to show everything on camera, but I will try to figure out how to get this to shine a little bit more, or shine as it is, so you guys can see the difference. And we are back. Check out this GT3 RS right behind me. That is going in probably for some more PPF. I did tell you a lot of cool cars come here, and it's really important to protect your car from all of those things we spoke about at the beginning of the video, because PPF is a lifesaver, especially in the Middle East. This region really does mess up cars, so getting them protective is just, a smart thing to do. Speaking about price, because we didn't mention it, this process of my car was around 1,600 dinars. Now, just to be clear, I did get a big discount on that price because I was making this video, but I wasn't paid to say anything the way that they wanted it to be said. I was just there watching the whole process and letting you guys know. So I skipped one day because a new rule came into Bahrain where that you cannot go indoors anymore to pretty much any type of retail because of COVID and so on. I did get my second vaccine dose the other day, but I haven't gotten the green shield yet. It's still like, I'm still developing the antibodies, so I can't really go in just yet. So we missed out on the nano ceramic and the finishing touches of the car, but we'll just see the end effect right now when they pull it out, because I can't even go in. Which sucks because I don't go through the final procedure of receiving the car and everything, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, my car is safe, and that's what's most important. Okay, and here we go. Here's the final effect of the PPF Nano. and everything. We're gonna have a look at the interior in a second, but I don't know if this is being picked up on camera. It is very bright outside, so you definitely wouldn't be able to see much if I'd go there, but you can kind of see how glossy the car is. Now obviously this effect will be stronger on a darker car, as in white is a very difficult color to get to work, especially with any kind of ceramic or PPF, but the effect is there, and most importantly the car is protected. Now you'll also see like these little parts where obviously, because they're not dismantling everything and everything is pre-cut, you see over here, you will see the PPF, and you know, this is also to stop you from messing up the doors with, I don't know, some bougie ass nails or your keys or maybe even some jewelry. So it's going to protect you from scratching the inside of that, which happens more often than you'd think, as it happened to my wife's car, and I'm not really sure how, but there you go. So it's protected, it's fine. We're going to be testing the car out and see how the PPF does. They said that peel off can happen within the next 2 weeks. So if anything does happen, I'm supposed to come back to make sure that it's all done and dusted. But in the end, this is the final effect. What do you guys think? Let's go check out the inside. Check out the interior. It's so glossy in here now. The gloss black has reached new levels of gloss black, but looks awesome. And it's gonna stay protected, no scratches. Really happy with the result. And can't wait to drive my car again. It's been a while. So yeah, you gotta get a brand new car and don't drive it. And in other news, Bang & Olufsen sound speaker that isn't working too well. A replacement part has arrived, so I have to take the car tomorrow to service. So I pick it up today, missed it for like a week and a half, and I have to take it to service tomorrow. Whether I gotta drive this thing, I don't know, but hopefully once that service is over, we'll be able to go and test out the car and drive it a little bit more and finally break it in. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, smash that like button as it helps out with the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe if you're still here, and have a fantastic day. Take care.